I don't know if you've noticed this tonight. When he was talking to that Britisher, there was suddenly a British English accent.
And then when I was speaking to the Scottish guy, was very Scottish.
You tried, but yes. The worst one was when he was talking to the Canadian. He thought he will try and talk in a Canadian accent, not the American accent. I was like, what are you doing? This one evening has just been like...
Me and my different characters.
Different accents have come out with every conversation.
I don't know who said life's a bitch and then you die. But lying down on a beautiful beach, sipping cold beers is my way of dealing with this pandemic. Susagat style. I even managed to convince Shanti the happy forker to join me here in Goa.
Season 2 in Goa meant fish, meats and a whole lot of booze. With the both of us there, I'm sure we're gonna revive the economy one plate at a time. Here's to the best goddamn food guide to Goa.
तुम लोग क्या चूतियापन करवा रहे हो हमारे से?
I'm trying to show something a little special to Shanks. This is a little hidden gem of hippie culture. Yeah, we're not telling everybody where this is. We're just going to call it Little Shanti Street because everything here is a little bit about peace, love, and Shanti. And we're going to go to one of the oldest bars around here. Hey, man. Hi. Are you from here? Do you live here? Can I ask you a question? You don't mind being on TV? All right, cool. I've been here just for a couple of drinks and to eat something, right? This is a pretty old place, right? This is an old village now, which has turned into this hippie street culture.
It's called the Freak Street.
Freak Street?
Yeah, this is the Freak Street. That's where all the old-timers and the chill-out people come to hang out. This street was actually pretty notorious, as you might know.
No, I don't. How was it notorious? Oh, you
I
can
might
say...
be short for it.
Let's just say things happen.
Yeah, this is hardcore, man. This is as hardcore as it gets. The people here are still pretty real. Like, you know, this is still a small little village.
Yeah.
And a very dynamic mix of people from around the world, artists and chefs from around the world. True local, simple fishermen and villagers and taxi drivers and party makers.
Shanky, Sid.
The show is called The Big Forkers.
Big fuckers. Suits, yeah.
This is one of the oldest bars, and what I love is it's got little, like typical old school grungy bars.
I think every square inch is covered with one poster or the other.
Yeah, I love the fact that everybody's just super chill.
Yeah, but it's fun, bro. They've got all my favorite bands. They've got AC/DC there, they've got Doors up here. They've got all the grunge happening from them.
Woo, that's a strong one.
I told him double. He went double on the double.
They were not playing around.
Double down.
Definitely a double.
Where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
Now that you sung, no copyright issues.
The grass is green and the girls are pretty.
Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go stand outside and then chat with people outside. So it's a little bit easier because it's so loud, we won't be able to talk. We'll talk outside. Where are you from?
Cheshire in England.
Oh, Cheshire. So how long have you been in Goa?
30 years.
Wow. Well, what pulled you guys to go at 30 years back and has kept you here for the 30 years?
Life gives you the opportunities. I got divorced, I sold everything, and my missus is the one inside.
Okay.
So we traveled, and we came here, and we liked it. So we come here. I'm in the best place on the planet right now. Right?
I love it.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. And do you live close by?
I have an Enfield over there. It takes me 6 minutes. 6 minutes to get home. But why are you doing this?
So, food, as you can see from how skinny we are.
Believe everything he says.
Don't believe everything I say.
That's your missus?
Yes.
Ah,
I'm not
sort of.
I love it. We're doing a food and travel show, but we're a little bit different. We drink too much, we smoke too much, we talk too much shit. So nobody's giving us a platform, so we say fuck you to the world, and we're making this show for everybody to just chill out, right?
That's the way to go.
Welcome to the club, love.
Yeah.
To the club. Hi, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for letting us do this. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll be back. still drinking. We are going to Darling's Bar. Darling's Bar is another place that just opened. One of the legendary food travelers is told to come by. So we're going to stop at Darling's, which is right behind you guys. Hi, I'm Sid. Hi.
You know, sometimes you can't figure out what magic is.
Yeah.
Just let it be. That's what this trip is.
Everybody's got a smile on their face. Everybody's super chill.
It's magic.
Yeah, it's magic. I think that should be the byline. Yeah. Thank you so much.
All the best.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you. He doesn't want the camera on him at all.
I am Mr. Nobody.
I want you guys to guess in comments where he's from. Let's do that.
I'm Italian. I'm originally Italian.
Cazzo.
You can see his hands coming in the frame every
Yeah,
minute.
just put your hands up like this.
Yeah, che cazzo vuoi?
So, what is it that brought you to where we are? I don't want to give out the name.
Okay, to make a fast start, a quick start, it doesn't really matter personally where you are coming from. It matters who you are as a person. And that is the most important thing in life, I believe.
Yeah.
No, we stand for who we are and not for where we come from.
Yeah.
Can we get boxer?
Boxer star. Boxer, you gotta show your haircut, bro.
The other side, bro. There you
All the
go.
haircuts. Everybody's got little sexy haircuts. Look at my haircut. Worked on it for years. Fucking fell off. All right, we're not gonna say what it is because then we'll give away where he's from. Because this has to be a fucking mystery now.
This could be absinthe. This could very well be absinthe.
Could be anything.
But only it's better than absinthe.
Oh, this is so good, man. Everybody feels very protective about this, and I love the fact that everybody has taken people from all parts of the world and made them their own. And now you guys protect this place.
Can we start with how long have you been here?
I mean, quite many years now, 16 years or something, but they pass so fast, fucking hell. It's incredible. Longer, guys, but when you stay in a place that you love, the time passes very fast. I was not here all the year because what we do is we stay here the season, and then we have our own season, summertime in Europe, which we do music festivals. So we are continuously traveling because traveling is our main thing, no? Because you cannot just stuck in a place, even how beautiful it is. My aim is to continue traveling.
Yeah.
And continue discovering and continue understanding more, realizing more.
Yeah.
Growing mature, like a real man should be.
Yeah.
Like wine.
That's what everything here speaks of. It's like it's a brotherhood,
It's an idea. It's an
family.
idea that connects us. It's an idea that connects us, actually, at the first place. You can do whatever you like.
Don't interfere in
As
other
long as you
people.
don't annoy anybody else and everybody the same across the way. Your freedom stops where his is starting, his, and etc., 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 and we go along. And everybody has freedom to, and there is enough space for all of us. There is other people which they want to fight for, no? So let them fight.
Yeah. True.
Send our lovely politicians to fight with each other if they love to. Life is simple, we make it complicated many times. So we try the simple way because the simple way and the minimal way, guys, is the way. Don't depending on a government and any government. Do the things by yourself, guys.
Yeah.
Yes? That is the moment, that is the way.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for having us here and thank you for giving this conversation. So we are now meeting the better half of our mystery friend, Tara D'Souza, who is not from Goa, but
Goa.
From Goa. Mangalorean, half Mangalorean.
Well, if you go back, my great-grandfather, I think, because they were kicked out by the Portuguese.
Okay.
They were persecuted because they were Brahmin. So I don't even speak Konkani.
But do you speak Tulu?
No. No, my father does. He speaks Kannada, Konkani, Tulu, every language imaginable.
And
but
you said you were raised in Hyderabad.
I was born
Do you say
and raised
Mereko
in
Pani
Hyderabad.
Nana hai?
Yes. And Nakomiya.
Nakomi. Yeah, we had a Hyderabadi friend, and I could never understand this.
मुझे
Drink pina. Drink hona.
एक drink होना.
So what brings you to Goa?
Well, I live here. I've been living here for almost 10 years now.
What's the deal here? Like, a lot of people are on edge a little bit, right?
Old people, like, they have this kind of Goa vibe because back in the 90s and all, it was all very secret, the parties, whatever they had. And they still have this thing now, but they don't understand that you have to move on.
And we're back! Are you hungry?
Yes, we are.
Still hungry after all this shit.
Thank you, you're having one with us. I love it. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
How did a Canada boy get into barbecue that hard, man?
Barbecue is one of my earliest memories.
Yeah?
Actually, I honestly, when I was 4 years old, I remember my father coming home with our first barbecue. And barbecue is my religion ever since.
It was that whole da-da.
Barbecue is my favorite meal, no matter what. That's been smoked for 5 hours at home on the mango wood.
Yeah.
And this I don't need to get super high, so just straight up mango wood. That's all I use on this. Blow and slow, that's it.
That fat flap that you have on the rib, that color line and the way it melts in, that's what you want with a low and slow, right? It just melts right in. It's like having bone marrow on a filet mignon. It just melts all in. That's extremely important in doing a dish like this. I'm gonna go in from the fat side. Like butter on bread. Woo.
It's not easy, man, because like the butchers out here don't understand what ribs are supposed to be.
No.
It took me about 2 months of training my butcher before he was getting me the pieces of meat I wanted. I would get like whole pouches, I'd take them back, I'd get home, I'd open the bag, take a look at them, and I'd like, no, this is not good enough. I'd go back to the butcher and make him give me back my money, which he was not impressed with, but now he knows exactly what I want. So I think it's absolutely worth my doing this. I think you just grab the bone and pull it right out of there too.
That's
eh?
perfect.
It just comes off.
So there's a what you call tensile when you bite in. If it all just melts, it's overdone. But see, this is what happens when you bite a good.
You have to have some bite in it.
You see that? The little fibers? It's holding on just right. You don't want it to completely melt.
No, you don't want it to turn to mush. You want it to have a little bit of texture left.
Yep.
Absolutely.
This is one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, the juiciest bit. So these also, they get brined for a few hours, and I give them the dry spice rub. Let them sit in that for about a day.
How about this? I get to order them, but I don't get to eat them that often because the kids eat it first.
There is a very strong sweet taste to that.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's more dominant than it was on the pork.
Well, there's more surface area.
Ah, okay.
Less meat, more surface. But also it's got different spices in it. Like in the spice rub, actually, I use a bit of sugar in there as well.
Oh, in the spice rub as well.
In the spice rub. So as it's smoking, it's getting a little bit of caramelization, which also helps grab a bit more of the smoke. So the sugar really helps the spices stick to the meat. It helps absorb the flavor. And I'm quite proud of my chicken wings, actually. They're
Very much so.
Yeah, I think they're very
Rightfully so.
good. Yeah.
This is actually the ultimate place for a meat lover like me. You get the best kind of grills that you need.
Just take a really little bit, man.
From the porks to the chicken. And he's got like 5 different kinds of pork and 4 different kinds of chicken. Definitely worth it. This carrot is because Mama said one vegetable has to happen. So 1 carrot, I think, justifies that.
Well, you can look at it another way as well. In the barbecue sauce, there's also tomatoes and oranges.
Yeah, you got all your primary veggies in there.
Did Mama get that? There's tomatoes and oranges in the barbecue.
All right.
I don't think I need any more vegetables.
While I get
done.
Shanky, back off. While I get my veggie on, this
You
is
get your
also
veggie
one of
on?
Get my veggie, not veggie. Fuck you. I love this coleslaw. Yeah, this makes it all your system work in the morning. I want you to try something this street is actually really famous for. Other than getting impaled with a cow with retarded horns like that.
Habibi!
Habibi! Oh, I like that. He's got a bell. We've had more drinks than we ever wanted to, but that's part of it. I gotta understand. How did you land up here? Where you come from, and how do you make this delicious food?
I came here around 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Once you're in, you are stuck in. It's like little heaven.
What part of the world are you from, Habibi? If you don't mind me asking.
Armenian.
You're Armenian?
Originally, I'm Armenian, raised in Beirut.
I've ordered something like a manaush, which is a pita, or which is a bread with cheese and za'atar. So he's gonna do it with, are you gonna do it with halloumi, right, brother?
I'm gonna do halloumi. No, this
With
I'm
feta.
gonna make it with labneh now. Halloumi
Oh,
I'll do
labneh.
it separate.
Yeah.
You were there too?
So like who are those famous superstars star with the camera on.
Who are those fat buggers with the camera? That's what you ask.
We don't use.
Because we're called the Big Fokers.
That's the name of the show.
That's what the show is.
You're wrong.
Yes. Did you see it?
On YouTube.
Oh, nice. Wait, isn't Sharmuta a curse?
Yes, it means son of a bitch.
I tell you the story of the Sharmuta. It's the prostitute.
Yeah, what is the first half of it? When they say son of a prostitute.
No, just say Sharmuta. It was me and my friend in Nepal. I was in the kitchen, like preparing, and there was the falafel also on the side. I said, "Yalla, let's put the falafel also inside." We try it, and Habibi is the most selling wrap I sell is the Sharmuta.
And a legend was born.
The only reason I know about this is because Daryl keeps going something, 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 Sharmuta, which is basically son of a
That is
whore.
Akhu Sharmuta.
Akhu
Sharmuta.
So right now, I almost did a Middle Eastern accent a little bit. And Habibi's like, what the fuck?
This is the falafel machine. You like it?
Habibi just showed his sex life right there. See how fast that goes? What made you decide to go vegan?
I'm no vegan, veg.
But why veg?
I used to eat meat a lot, like 5 times per week.
I can imagine.
5 times per week. But your body doesn't take anymore, no?
It's me eating a vegetarian.
My brother doesn't eat anything but meat. And that's why I wanted to get him here. It'll change his mind. He'll probably still ask for some meat later.
What is that, cheese? What kind of cheese is that?
That's Labne. That's hung yogurt.
That's hung yogurt.
Yes.
Ah, okay. I'm sorry, but I'm going to call it like kind of paneer.
Oh, hung yogurt is like a thick raita.
Like you squeeze the water out from the yogurt. You
Yogurt.
separate the water from the
Yogurt
curd.
completely?
Yeah.
It's flavorful for sure.
After all the drinking, this seems like I've done something healthy in the end of the night. Feel like I should go home and tell my wife, hey, help me, I've done something healthy tonight. Falafel, hummus, tahini, you guys know what it is, right? It is roasted sesame or sesame paste, which adds so much flavor to everything.
Bon appetit.
Merci.
Habibi.
We've dived into a subculture in Goa, and it's been an awesome time, right?
They let us shoot there with the very basic agenda that do not popularize us, do not give our names out. We're not interested in marketing this.
They want to keep this place the way it is, right? And I don't think it's a freak street. It's a motley crew of misfits, great bars, great food, and people who are hiding from something in the world or trying to find themselves again. We don't want to take away what they shared with us.
It's a great alternate culture that actually exists in Goa and probably dates back to pretty much
70s,
70s,
early, late 60s,
60s,
70s.
yeah.
It's a great little time capsule. Cheers. Cheers.